Welcome to Book Bingers, the podcast where two best friends talk about books, book boyfriends, wingspans, what we're reading today, what we're not reading anymore, today, and specifically, fan theories.
Fan theories that keep us up
The ones that
at
have
night.
niggled a little space in our brain.
Whether that means we like them or hate them, I can't get them out of my head.
Yeah. I mean, there's no stock value in any of these.
No.
Some of them are so unhinged that there's no way they're even in the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
But we still think about them.
Let it be known, I actually hate fan theories.
Yeah.
Because we all saw what happened with Crescent City 3. Everyone's theories went absolutely crazy.
A lot of disappointment.
And there was a lot of disappointment.
Yep.
I've done it to myself. I did it to myself with Star Wars. I've done it to myself with Harry Potter. And it just leads to disappointment
works out.
The theories can sometimes be better than what actually happened.
Absolutely.
But easy for them to say because they didn't have to write it.
And what else are we supposed to do in all this downtime between
Give
books?
me this much downtime. All I have to do is think about where I want the story to go.
And give us social media and it just gives us everyone else's theories.
Yeah.
And time to ruminate.
And I think people go through and they read every little line as if every single line meant something when really she is just trying to fill space, you know?
It's like the mastermind. Like it's like Taylor Swift lyrics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't have that capability in myself, but I let everyone else do it.
Yeah. No, it's great.
Yeah.
So there are some that are just so out there.
And these are mostly Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros.
Yeah.
We're talking Fourth Wing. We're talking
Avatar, Crescent City, Throne of Glass.
Yeah.
Because really, what else is there to theorize about? What else has taken the world by storm? Onyx Storm.
Yeah. Taking the world by Onyx Storm. That's what it looks like outside today.
It is. It is a dark, gloomy day today. Okay, so let's start with wherever you want to start.
Well, let's start with what has most recently been in my inbox. And this one came from my sister. She found a reel, so that means it was probably on TikTok 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And now it's on Reels. And it was about Moore.
Yeah.
And about her actually being Astrid.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I love the witches.
People, I think, so desperately want to connect Throne of Glass to ACOTAR.
And I think people so desperately want the witches. I think a lot of people fell in love with the 13.
Me too. I mean, I want the witches back too.
Yeah.
I mean, any way that Astrid is alive in any way, shape, or form, I'll take it.
Listen, we didn't see bodies.
Again, if I don't see you die, I don't believe you did. They could be in a whole other world.
The yielding, what does that really mean?
They could be in a whole other world. You know?
Opens up a portal, rips a portal to another realm. We don't know.
Uh-huh.
I'm okay with that.
And, like, we also don't know dates, right? Like, so we don't know when Throne of Glass took place versus when ACOTAR is taking place. We know that Morgan's crazy old. Other than that,
we honestly know very little. Other than she's supposed to be this otherworldly, powerful... She's Reese's second.
Yeah, insanely powerful.
I feel like we haven't seen much by way of power.
Yeah. Well, Amryn is his second. Morgan's his third.
The third.
But yes. She's insanely powerful, but we have not seen it. We know she's got some friends. We know she knew some people. We know her and Iris didn't work out.
And we know she has this separate residence that she goes to. Like, what is that?
Yeah,
we don't get much about it.
We know about as much as we do about Azrael. Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't know much about these people because they haven't had their stories. So the theory is that Astrid is her, that they're the same.
Yeah. And that Reese knows about it.
That Reese has known all along.
Which, to be fair, I would not put it past Reese to be sitting on information that he's told no one.
Absolutely. I mean, great power comes with great responsibility.
I mean, and plus that's a great plot point for Farrah to get mad at him about something else.
That this theory is correct.
Sure.
It's not. Let's say it is. Wouldn't the time to have been to unleash her in Wings of Ruin when we unleashed Amryn?
Yeah, you would think.
Hello.
Unless
also
for some
Astrid
reason
wasn't
that powerful. I know. Yeah. Yeah.
So it wouldn't be something to like sit on. What bothers me more than that theory is this theory that Morgan is somehow this evil mastermind, that Azrael has actually been watching her this whole time, and we're gonna find out that she's been doing some evil deeds, and Azrael hasn't been in love with her. He's actually been watching her in the shadows, and that's why he's kept a close eye on her. That's dumb.
I don't like that.
I don't like that. Do you guys realize these are romance books?
So you're telling me now after 4.5 books, that all of a sudden she's gonna be evil?
Yeah.
No.
His cousin.
No.
Stop.
No, I'm not buying it.
Stop. And that Azrael wasn't actually in love with her. He's just been keeping a close eye for this many, hundreds of years, you guys. We're not talking like 5 years. Hundreds of years he's been keeping this close of an eye on, just waiting for her to make some move. It's dumb, you guys. Stop. These are romance books in a fantasy world. Stop thinking that Sarah J. Maas is this mastermind. She's not. You guys, she doesn't know how Sarah started
that. Like, I think a lot of this stuff has been like her going back through things and how can I thread this and make it work.
And we saw how she, forced Crescent City to work.
Yeah.
It wasn't organic.
No.
You guys.
Yeah.
You're giving her way more credit than she deserves.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
But if you want to talk a witch theory that I do like is the thought that Mama Archeron was a witch.
I love that theory. And that's how we connect Elaine.
We know nothing. We don't even have a name for her.
Nothing. I like that idea way more, that Elaine has got some witch powers, that she could come in contact with people from other portals.
Yeah, absolutely.
Worlds. Yeah. Whatever.
Realms.
Word marks. Yeah, whatever wording you want to use. Yeah. That Elaine is going to have some witch power.
Yes.
That makes way more sense to me than more.
Absolutely.
I do believe that Elaine was seeing visions, hearing things, and that could be coming from whether it be good or bad.
I'm hoping that we find out that Elaine is just super powerful.
You know what I need? I do need some moments
of
her like
personality,
because we don't really have a villain anymore. So what I need is someone to...
Is Kochi, or whatever his name is, still a villain?
Right. I mean, but like, no one like Hybern. You know what I mean? Like, where's the big bad?
Yeah.
I would love it if we're gonna connect these worlds in some way.
Are the Asteri gonna come back?
I would love it if the other brothers from Throne of Glass that we don't know.
Are they Asteri?
Are
Valg and Asteri the same thing?
Are they able to reach into Elaine's mind? Is she able to pick up on things? Will Elaine go evil and we have to bring her back? I need something more invested in this story than just Elaine and Azrael's story.
Elaine and Azrael.
Another theory.
Are you in the camp that they are mates? Are you in the camp of Lucian is the mate?
I'm in the camp of what actually was written, which was that you don't need to accept the mating bond, and even people that aren't mates weren't necessarily right for each other. Reese's parents are an example.
She's come out in interviews and said that the mating bond does not need to be accepted.
Correct. So do I think that Azrael is her mate? I don't know, but I think that they will choose each other.
Yep. Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah. Are
you team Azrael with Gwen?
No.
I think listen, I have nothing against Gwen. I just think the original storyline was that each brother would end up with a sister. And as corny and cheesy as that may be, you guys, I can't stress enough. This is a romance set in a fantasy world.
Correct. Happily ever after. I think it makes the most sense.
If you've read any romance books, this is the common plot. This is it. And it was also a young girl writing these books.
Correct.
Like, that makes the most sense. I don't want her to deviate from her original plan based on fan theories.
Oh, I hope not. I mean, I have hopes that doesn't happen merely for the fact that we found out that she has, like, the New York Times crossword puzzle and, like, something else as an app on her phone, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Like, she doesn't interact with that, and she stays far away. So hopefully she'll do what she needs to do. But I do just think Azrael deserves to be with the girl he wants to be with.
Yeah.
For once.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Do you think we'll find out where the scarred hands come from?
I mean, they're mentioned enough times that I really think
we'll get that story?
We have to.
What I can't wait is a little more in depth on his wingspan. It's been mentioned enough times as well.
Supposedly the largest.
Let's find out if he knows how to do anything with it.
If maybe they're gonna
do the shadows come into play?
Do you think he's gonna have some music going?
Yeah. Do you think? Yes. It like Bryce sent something.
Yeah.
To him. And do you think his little shadow hands can help like fondle her?
I have read a book where the shadows come into play, and it wasn't not awesome. Okay?
Yeah. I'm just saying. Listen, I'm here for more hands. I'm also here for a wide choose.
Spice level. Do you think that
I think this is gonna be the spice. I think she's gonna step it up.
Step it up from Silver Flames.
We didn't talk biggest wingspan for a reason. Like, I think she majorly stepped it up with Silver Flame. I think she's just gonna up the ante even more with Az. I mean, I'm not opposed to him having a throuple.
Yeah, like a why choose moment for Elaine. I mean,
for him.
For him, you think?
Yeah, I think give him Gwen and.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, okay.
But I don't want to see Az with Lucian and her. Gross.
No. Oh no. God. No. I don't actually want to see Lucian with anyone.
I do think Lucian could be in a throuple.
I do. Yeah,
I do.
Absolutely.
I think Jurian and Vasa.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm team that.
There's a reason why he keeps.
Jurian deserves. Not Jurian. I'm team Lucian deserves to be happy, and he's had nothing but shit his whole life.
Yeah.
I also want him to find out who his daddy is.
Yeah, and have that little, moment.
Yeah.
I want his mom to escape.
Yeah, and be with who she's supposed to be with. All that.
And, Eris, I want more of his story.
Oh, so much more.
Will we get it in this next one? Maybe.
Speaking of shadows.
Yeah.
Let's jump over to Fourth Wing for a second.
Okay.
Xaden.
Yeah.
This is one that boggles my brain hole, that people think that the theory that the true enemies to lovers story in Fourth Wing Iron Flame is that it's going to lead back to Dane and Violet being back together. Are you insane?
Get out of here.
I can't. I would literally riot. I would throw my books and burn them. No. If she ends up with Dane in any way, shape, or form, I don't even care if it's because she's so sad with what's going on with Xaden and it's just one night of him consoling her. I will riot.
It's not happening.
It's not happening.
It's not happening. Again, this is a romance.
Yeah.
This is a happily ever after moment.
Yeah.
The two of them.
They're endgame. Endgame. Will we go through some major trauma and turmoil to get there? Absolutely, because she's no stranger.
But she's not looking at Dane in anything other than a friend light ever again.
I also do not think that Xaden will die or Violet will die. I think they're both making it through the end of the series together.
1000%.
And that they'll...
I mean, okay, but I'm going to take that back just with a little asterisk.
Yeah.
I do think we could see Xaden die.
Yeah, but not the true death.
But
the resurrection.
I think
that
he could be resurrected.
Yes.
We have
that might be the only way to bring him back.
Correct.
Right? You have to kill Harry Potter. You got to kill him.
Yeah. You got to kill the venom.
You got to kill the venom in him. You got to kill him to bring him back. I don't think a true death.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Not a Liam death.
No.
Speaking of a Liam death, but if Violet's second signet is resurrection, she did keep some stuff of Liam's.
She did.
Could he come back?
I know that she said, no, he's dead. He's
dead. I'm not
but
denying that he's dead, but if her signet is resurrection, at what point is you're past the point of resurrection?
Is it resurrection? Is it talking to the dead?
Is it just talking to the dead?
Because I don't believe that...
Is it her being able to enter that...
I don't believe that Liam that we saw, that she had a vision of, I don't believe that was just from her brain.
No.
I think that is tied to her signet.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I do.
Yeah.
Why throw it in there?
Yeah.
Why throw it in there?
Exactly.
There was so much in that book. Why throw it in there if it's not important?
Correct. Oh my God, there was so much in that book.
There was so much in that. That book could have been 2 books.
It should have been 2 books.
It should have been 2 books.
I'm just saying.
Okay, since we're on the Fourth Wing train, what are some of the other theories that
one that I am on board with?
Yeah.
Is Brennan is evil.
Okay, someone has to be evil.
Brennan
in her
is
family.
sus.
It's not her mom.
As the kids say.
We all thought it was her mom. It's not her mom.
It's not her mom.
So is it Mira? Or is it Brennan? Because one of them has to be.
I think it's Brennan.
Give me your
And I keep
reason.
thinking, I keep seeing people talking about the orange dragons.
Yeah.
And when they're talking about the fetid breath.
Yeah.
And Brennan's dragon
And,
also
yeah,
has that.
Fetid breath, yeah.
You know, and
Yep.
there's something.
There's
evil
also got to be
lurking.
something evil lurking there because I think he was resurrected. And I do think to not somehow reach out to your family and let them believe that you're dead while raising your own army to fight against your mother and your family, there's got to be something there.
Yes, I agree.
Right?
Yes.
Also, I just like it when men are evil versus women.
And, like, would that be devastating to find out, you know, like, they've already lost their mom, and now it's going to be the girls versus Brennan. It's like, and you've already kind of, she's put us in a position where we don't quite trust Mira either.
Yeah.
And so now it's like, is Violet on her own?
Yeah.
Type deal? Like,
I'd hate that for Violet. Okay.
What about her dad?
Okay. There's so many theories on her dad. Is her dad
dead?
Really dead? Even though she has said he's dead, but is he dead and now he's Venom?
I didn't see the body.
If I didn't see a body, it didn't happen. Looking at you, Jack. You came back.
Is he Venom? Is he, even if he is dead, I don't think that this is the last we've heard from him.
No, whether it be she gets to see him.
Especially because it's like his
death.
Research was so
important.
on point with what was going on.
So if she doesn't have a resurrection signet.
With Andarna, like you know what I mean?
If she doesn't have a resurrection, it's her signet being able to talk to the dead, and then will we get to see the dad in that way? I just don't think we're not going to see the dad in some way, somehow.
Agreed.
I just don't think. Who do you think Mr. Mega Venom leader is?
I hope it's not her dad.
I kind of hope it's Zayden's mom. Something's up with Zayden's mom.
Who is Zayden's mom?
Who is Zayden's mom? She's got to come into play somehow. Is she going to be the cure that actually brings Zayden back? Is she the big bad? She's somewhere.
Do we know the big bad?
We don't. I hate the theory of it being Zayden actually seeing himself. Make that make sense.
No.
I hate it.
Can't.
I hate it. What is this, Endgame?
Oh.
No, I don't like it.
The problem is, for me, with all these theories, the more that I think about it, the more, number one, I wish Iron Flame was 2 books, because it's just too much.
Too much.
And the more, like, I don't like Iron Flame.
Yeah.
I love Fourth Wing so much.
I think Fourth Wing is one of the best books I've read.
Stands on its own. I would read it time and time and time again.
I have.
It is so difficult for me to go and reread Iron Flame. I've read it twice now.
When
and
we
I feel like...
had to reread it for book club, because the first, let it be known, I read Iron Flame and I actually was like, oh my god, so good.
5 stars, 5 stars.
5 stars, so good, so good. And then the more that we started to look back on it, and I had to read it again, the more I was like, what is happening?
So much happened.
It was this,
yes,
this. It was hard to, for most people, they can't sit down and read a book all the way through like weekend.
Yeah.
I imagine it had to be so hard to start and stop reading that book. Because there was like no stopping places.
So long to read it.
There was never like I don't know. It took so long before they even got back to the school.
Correct.
Best guy. You know, like I was just like.
To get to Orisha took forever.
1,000 years. And that's a whole nother thing that I felt like we zoomed past, that I would have liked to live there a little longer.
Absolutely. And then all of a sudden we were off to wherever Kat lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that's a whole, like, we don't even know what's going on.
That's where Kat lived. Well, Griffins, all of that, I felt like it deserved way more time.
Yes. And you look at the map, and we literally have only highlighted this small area, and there's so much going on that the theories are so nuts because we actually know nothing.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. I feel like we read so much, but we actually know nothing.
I do think Andarna is going to be the most important player going forward.
I also don't know if she'll make it up.
Also don't think all 3 dragons are making it through this.
No way.
I think she's going to lose one or the other.
Yeah.
I also kind of think it might be Taryn sacrificing himself for Andarna because she's royalty.
But then does Sigale go?
But then does Sigale go?
And then does that mean that...
Does Sigale die when Xaden dies? Like, if we do have to kill Xaden to save Xaden, does Sigale die and then Taryn dies? Like, you know what I mean? Like, do they go together? Because that would be tragic, romantic, and a great thing to put in a story. As much as no one... Of course, we want everybody to make it.
What a way to end a book.
You know what I mean?
And have us on a cliffhanger?
On a cliffhanger. Xaden's dead. Both dragons are dead. That's a cliffhanger to me, and something I could see actually happening that guts you and angers you, and you can't wait for the next book. Yeah.
And that's the thing. I think we're actually going to hate what's going on.
I do too. I think this isn't
until
SJM.
Maybe halfway through book 4.
This is where people confuse SJM and Rebecca. They are not the same. Rebecca is not afraid to gut you and kill people and go in a different direction than you think she's going to go.
Yeah.
I think we're in for a lot of tragedy and a lot of heartbreak and crying.
But some of the songs that she's like posting on her stories, it really feels like Violet's gonna go more to the dark side.
She's gonna go through, and I'm there for all of it. Take me on a journey I haven't been on before. But at the end, I need Violet and Xaden. I don't care who else dies.
I don't care how they get there.
Violet and Xaden together at the end of the last book in the last chapter, and I don't care how you take me there.
Like, of the friend group, I don't think the friend group is going to make it.
No, I don't think they're all going to make it. I think a lot of people are going to die. Do not give me a divergent ending. That's all I ask for.
I don't think we will.
I don't think
we will. I've read enough, like, romance Rebecca Yarros that, like, she puts you through it.
And I want to go through it.
Sobbing.
I want to go through it.
But there's a happy ending.
I don't want to know where this is going to go. I want to go through
She's killed people in some of these romance books that, like, unforgivable almost.
But then do they get a happy ending?
But there is a happy ending still.
See, just give me the happy ending and I don't care what you put me
She's killed people that I'm like, there's certainly no way that you would ever kill that person.
I'm here for it.
So I think that that's what's going to happen.
Yes, give it to me. Okay. Let's jump around. Let's go to Tamlin. Okay.
Number 1. I think Tamlin's going to get a redemption arc.
I'm team. Y'all are treating Tamlin like he's the evilest man.
I don't think he's that bad.
I don't think he's that bad, you guys.
I think he's done enough already.
I think he's actually already redeemed himself. In my mind, he's given parts of himself to Feyre and Rhys. He helped save Elaine. Yeah. He's already depressed in a way that y'all clearly haven't had mental health issues. Because
I think he has done...
He's done enough.
He's done enough. I do think...
We know he's a good guy.
We're going to see him more.
Yeah.
And I know he's a good guy at heart. There is a possible path for him. I would like to see him have some sort of happy ending.
And I think we'll get there.
What do you think about the people who think Tamlin and Elaine...
I don't see it.
Because her with the flowers in the spring court?
I don't see it. What I like more, and I hate to bring this up, what I like more is that his mate was actually Rhys's sister. I love that theory. Yeah. And that she isn't actually dead. He saved her, and she went...
You think that she's Rune's mom? I like that
theory. I love that theory. That she's actually Rune's mom.
Because we don't know Rune's mom.
No.
So then the theory
Rune,
of like...
You know what Rune looks like?
Rune looks like Rhys. But then Dorian looks like Rhys.
I'm just saying. I love the idea that she's still actually out there. And for all I know, she might even still be in Prythantheon. Prythantheon. And neither of the boys know it. But I don't think he killed her. I like to think that. He wouldn't kill a girl. I like to think that he wouldn't kill a woman. And I think that maybe he's out there. I don't know. I like that theory. There's also the theory that Tamlin
and Amarantha
were mates.
Which, that's wild.
And that he denied the mating bond. And that's why she was so obsessed with him specifically. And that she took Rhys as her, like, whore specifically to, like, make him jealous. To always about Tamlin. That's kind of a cool theory.
I don't hate that one.
I don't hate that one. It doesn't mean anything now because she did.
It means nothing.
I kind of like that theory.
And that would be a foundation to show that the mating bond would be...
Could be. And that maybe that's a conversation we see with Tamlin and Lucien.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't hate that theory.
That.
I don't hate that theory, especially because Amarantha's gone, so I don't have to hate it.
Oh, but the way that...
But, like, what a novella that would be of Amarantha's origin story.
Like, I want hers. I want a novella of Maeve.
Yeah. Where's she from?
Yeah. I would like the villain origin stories.
I love a villain origin story.
Make me like them a little bit more and see why they were evil.
I like to see how they don't start evil and how they become. Yeah. You know, I like the Maleficent storyline. I like to see something redeemable that's somewhere in there.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, it makes sense that Amarantha's just a scorned woman.
Yes. That would make so much more sense.
Makes so much sense. Like, maybe Tamlin...
Because you just jump right into the story.
Maybe Tamlin sexing her up on one of the Calamine. And it snapped in place, a mating bond, and he was like, no.
What's the theory is that Gwyn is the child of, like, that when Lucian had to go in? Like, there's...
Oh, I haven't heard this.
Yeah, like, at one point, there was a...
With Ianthe? Like,
No.
Wait, start over.
There's some theory where Gwyn is somehow related to Lucian.
I have not heard this.
He is her father.
What? I haven't heard this at all.
Yeah.
Like, with his first love?
No, with a water, he, like, had a night with a nymph, because she's half, like, nymph.
Think that? But why Lucian?
I don't know. Honestly, again, these theories they're unhinged, okay?
Yeah, no,
I don't know.
I do think...
We don't know enough about Gwyn.
Any of the side characters, let's be real.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
The only one we know some stuff on is Lucian.
Yeah. What do you feel about, like, Moore and Emery? You think we'll see that?
I hope so.
I would like to see...
I'd like to see them together.
Yeah. And she's really written very little by the way of, like, LGBT.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we know that
Moore
has
taken female
some lady lovers.
But, like, I would like to see...
Yeah, I'd like to see it.
actually on page be in a relationship.
This is just random, but I'd like to see some more time spent at Rita's.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'd like some more fun scenes.
Yeah, and I really wish that there wasn't a First Light situation going on in Crescent City, because I would like to see, like, them come over and bring some music to Rita's.
I agree.
I mean, these are just little things,
things, but, whatever. Okay, so, what else? What else keeps you up at night?
Like, I want more Throne of Glass coming into everything.
I think we all do. I think that's why these theories are these theories.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us want to let go.
Do you think Lydia is directly related to Aelin?
I would love that, and it does make sense with the stag.
With the stag, and, like, that ring...
Yeah.
...is very similarly described to, like, Rowan's ring.
Yeah.
So, like, is she related to Rowan and Aelin? Like, is she from that line?
I would love that.
Is she,
I would love that. Will we get that?
I don't know.
Do we get more Crescent City?
I really wonder what the next storyline in Crescent City could be, because people are saying, like, Tharian. Like, I don't want it.
No, I want Rune.
Because if you go by the houses, right?
Yeah.
It would be the house of, what is it, Many Waters, whatever it is. And it's like, the water people just don't...
Didn't do it for me. I felt like Tharian was one of the most pointless characters in the entire book. He's the Matt Donovan of... That's a Vampire Diaries reference.
I was like, oh, wait, I do know who he is, right?
Yeah. He's the human.
Yeah.
Like Elena's first boyfriend.
Yeah.
Just kind of
with Caroline.
Continues to survive.
In season 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
mean, kind of. Yeah, he was, Yes.
Okay, I know who he is,
Just continues to survive, even though there's no reason for you here.
He just lives for a while?
Just the whole show.
Really?
Like, how are you the only human that continually...
Does he end up knowing that they're all vampires?
Oh, yeah. Straight out the gate.
And he's just...
Yeah, straight out the gate. He knows. He becomes a cop at one point.
Oh, my God.
It's just like, why are you still here?
Yeah.
It's like that guy.
Yeah.
Like, why are you here?
Yeah, that's Tharian.
What are you offering me right now?
Not much.
Not much.
So I hope... that would make it really hard for me to get excited about that book.
I would rather Lydia's story and like maybe her children become something of importance.
Yeah. You know? I would take that. More Rune? Absolutely.
Give me Rune all day. Again, I would just give anything for it to be confirmed that Rune, Dorian, and Rhys are related. Just give it to me. Just tell me. Just tell me how.
I just want them to all go to Valeris.
I know.
I just want everyone
to go. I want a whole family reunion.
That's it.
At Rita's.
And I want like Bryce's mom. Like I want Ember and Nesta. I want more Ember and Nesta. Mm-hmm. That was not enough for me. Like I want Nesta to have that mother figure. Like
she deserves it.
Absolutely.
I get really angry at the Nesta haters.
People hate Nesta.
And you have to remember that we saw stuff from Feyre's point of view. Yeah. But Nesta was abused as a child and traumatized by her mother. And we can't expect people to always do what you think is the best way of coping.
Sometimes it's rough sledding in the streets for the eldest daughter, okay?
Okay? You said it. Okay? Rough sledding in the streets. I am a Nesta, like, as someone who has major mental health issues, I am Team Nesta, and look at the redemption this woman made, and I'm here for it.
And she's still so powerful.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And just because you're the older sister doesn't mean you always know how to deal with your feelings. You're still just a child, too.
No, I think you, in fact, repress a lot of your feelings.
Yes.
In favor of taking on other people's feelings.
Yeah, absolutely. I get it. If you guys want to blame anybody, blame the dad, okay? Blame Papa Archeron.
Papa Archeron.
He was the adult in this situation.
You know, he really did a bang-up job trying to redeem himself with those ships.
Yeah.
But, like, a little too late.
Too little too late, you know? Like,
because sitting by the fire with your gimpy leg.
Do you think that we'll ever see this aunt again? That Feyre had lied and said, like, oh, that's actually with my aunt.
Do you think she was a real person?
Yeah. But will she come back at all?
Is she a witch?
Is she a witch? Will Elaine have to go to her to figure out her powers?
My question is, are all three of the sisters... This is coming out of left field.
Yeah,
This is just my brain. Are all three of the sisters actually blood related? Are they all from the same father?
Ooh, or the same mother.
Well, they all came out of the mother.
But do we know that?
We don't know that, but it would make sense.
Why did she treat Nesta so different than the other two?
Right, so does Nesta have a different dad?
Does Nesta have a different mom? Do you know what I mean? Like, could the dad... Are we going to
lose power?
It's possible. It's possible. Like, I don't know. It's possible that they don't have... But they look so much alike. But you can look alike and not have...
Do we know that they look so much alike, or does fan art just make them look so much alike?
Fair, because I don't know why, but I always pictured Nesta with blonde hair, but every fan art I see has them all have the same brown hair. And I was like, why did I picture her with blonde hair? I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know why.
So we don't know. That would be a twist.
Yeah.
That would be a twist, and we don't have...
I'd hate that for Nesta, though. She's already so different than the other ones.
I know.
I would hate that for her.
Maybe it's Elaine.
The middle child? Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe. But everyone was so protective of her. Maybe that's why.
I know. I want to know, maybe they're not all witch descended. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would like one of them, like, because then we got the Croaken Prince out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree.
It's just me over here really wanting more witches.
I know. I think we all want more witches.
And to think I hated the witches storyline for so long, and now it's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Of all the theories we talked about, which one do you think is the most actually believable that could happen?
I think some of the Fourth Wing theories have the most traction.
Yeah.
Because
I think the Brennan storyline and obviously Violet's second signet have the most believability.
It infuriates me that Rebecca Yarros has come out saying, like, I told you Violet's second signet in that book.
Yeah.
I still don't know it.
Yeah.
I'm not good at interpreting, okay?
Yeah. You know what else you told me in that second book? Way too much. Way
too much.
Too much.
It should have been 2 books.
That's what else you told me.
Yeah, and I mean, Other than that, I feel like all of the SJM theories are really just
far-fetched.
So far-fetched, and she has everything plotted out and has had everything plotted out.
Yeah. Since she was like 18. You know what I mean?
What I do want...
She's not real, like, hiding things. When she's going to put it in there, someone's falling through worlds and seeing characters. She's not going to, like, be this mastermind.
What I do want is I want the version of Crescent City 3 that she threw away.
Me too.
I want to know what was in there.
Me too. I wonder if
why did you change it? I don't know, but I would buy that book.
Absolutely.
In a heartbeat.
Big time.
Imagine if you liked that better. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, there's a chance I might.
My question is, like, does Crescent City 3, do we not know it and it sets it up for, like, this series that she hasn't written yet?
I know. I'm really excited about that because this will be her first true adult series, like her starting it as like a,
37-year-old.
Yeah. Not, teenager.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm hoping it's everything I want it to be because I do love like Norse mythology and that kind of stuff. So will we see a new version of Loki?
Would I not love that?
Would I not lose my mind?
Oh man, that would be amazing.
But yeah. Those are just some of the ones that keep me up. But there's a lot more far-fetched ones that I can't even entertain because y'all are crazy.
I mean, it's not even worth...
It's not even worth getting worked up over because then people just get so disappointed.
There are some that I'm like, no.
They get so disappointed when their theories don't come true. Like, listen, then go write it yourself.
Exactly.
Go write it yourself.
There's fanfic out there for a reason.
Exactly. And I love fanfic. Go write it yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want it to happen, make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Great.
Now that that's settled.
All right.
We want to know, what are your theories that just stick in your brain and you're just so fixated on and you hope happen?
I'm very fixated on Reese, Rune, and Dorian being related. I'm very fixated on Xaden getting redeemed, going through hell and back. I don't think that they're just going to stay together in secret. Xaden's going to eventually have to do some really terrible things.
Yeah, I think we're going to...
And I do think that...
hate him for a little bit.
I can't not believe that we're not going to see a dragon die. I think she's going to lose.
At least one.
At least one of her dragons. And I think... I don't know. I think it's going to gut me. I don't know. I don't know.
It's going to be awful. It's going to be awful.
I also really just need Tamlin to have a redemption. And I actually think he's already redeemed in my mind, but like, I would love for him to have a happy ending for himself. And I don't think it's Elaine. God, please don't let it be Elaine.
No, that would be the twist that no one wants.
That's the twist that no one wants. I don't even care what you do.
No, but he can have his...
Have it be Gwen, for all I care.
Sure,
Great. He's protective and she needs someone protective. Great.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know. Yeah. What about you?
I mean, the Reese's sister being Rune's mom is like one that I
love it so much.
That's probably one I think about the most.
Yeah.
Is like what happened to Reese's sister.
Yes.
Because I don't believe that she's dead.
I just don't believe it.
Could she be dead? Very well. Like,
sure, maybe.
Sarah listens to this podcast and she's like, ha, those fools.
Those dummies.
Yeah. But let me live in Delululand
and
just hope that she's alive somewhere. And that's why Rune and Reese look exactly alike. There's no reason why she would have written that they looked exactly alike.
Correct.
If there wasn't a direct connection.
There's no reason why. How I get all three of them connected, I don't know. Dorian, Reese, and Rune.
I don't know. Someone somewhere said that they looked alike and that power is similar.
Yes, but I just can't stop thinking about Rune and Reese being mistaken by his own sister, thought it was him. Like, that's how similar they looked. Yeah. Like, she thought she was looking at her brother.
Yeah.
There has to be, Come on. It's something.
Yeah, that's the one for me.
Cool. Well, that's our just like, none of these are our these are just theories that we just jump on.
None of these are valid. None of these are real.
Don't get too caught up in them. And all of you guys saying Morgan is evil, you are dumb.
We will not hear anything
I'll hear nothing else about that. Okay? Okay.
So on that note, we'll see you next time.